Hello everybody, and you're very welcome to episode 51 of the Trophy Tour, and today is the long-awaited semi-final of the German Cup against Werder Bremen at home. And as you can see, we will have new champions of this tournament, as Schalke and Bayern Munich have generally passed the parcel between each other in this game. So it's time to change something for the better or for the worse, as Wolfsburg, who have never won this trophy before, look to go all the way in a similar vein to St. Pat's, who have a 50 plus year trophy curse, which will hopefully come to an end on Sunday. So I'm obviously buzzing for that match, but time to hopefully bring a virtual curse to an end and bring delight to the Wolfe and their loyal fans. So let's talk about our league form. Unfortunately, it's quite dipped actually. We've lost a lot more games and haven't been at all consistent. We're in 5th position with just plus 11 goal difference, which is really poor compared to a lot of teams in and around us. So we still could get that Champions League place and improve yet again for the 3rd season in a row, or at least 2nd season in a row if you count first season as a tie to Steve McLaren's record. But anyway, let's see what happened since that 6-2 win, and it actually was a disaster for a while. Our opponents for today, Werder Bremen, destroyed us 5-1. Absolute shocker of a game. Not much I can really say. They just got into our faces from the get-go. Pierre-Michel Lasogga at CB playing today, he got a hat-trick, and then we just got destroyed in general. We drew 0-0 in the dire game against 1860 München, or Munich as they're known. We really should have won this game, but we had Henrique injured, which kind of wrecked us. This game we should have won as well. We were 1-0 down, deservedly so. But then a second half turnaround looked to have given us a lifeline, but Barbosa and then Mats Hummels from about 25 yards out scored a screamer, and that denied us all 3 points. Dortmund unlikely to win the league this season. Then we were given a hiding by Gladbach before bouncing back against Kaiserslautern, and then Cottbus we got a sneak victory in, and then Stuttgart decided to give us a thrashing. So lots of goals flying in against us, so it's hard to trust which goalkeeper to use, so it's very distressing. But we did beat Hoffenheim quite comfortably. Anderson Roberto, who's complaining about not playing despite being injured, he's proven his worth by scoring a goal in this game and then a brace in this game. So he won't be starting today due to the cup rules stating that you must have just 3 non-EU players in the starting at any time in the starting 11. So this will be my team, pretty much standard. I've made priorities to win this tournament, and tonight is no exception. We'll just change around the support and attack instructions for those 2 players. So our 3 foreigner slots are taken by Antonio, Avila and Diaz. No foreigners on the bench, so we have no problems in that regard. Wisniewski, the hat-trick hero himself in the previous round against Nürnberg, starts. But here you go, there's your man Lasogga, who scored the hat-trick against me in the last game we played in the league. So we'll have to hope the home advantage will produce a change of fortune and get us a game against either Dortmund or Hanover. Both have been very prolific in the tournament themselves, so they'll be disappointed to leave at this stage. But for me, this is unfound territory for Wolfsburg in this universe. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I really, really want to win this trophy and make sure I don't leave Germany empty-handed. But I did sign a brand new contract with Wolfsburg. It's just for the 1 year, so I took a pay cut as a sort of deterrent, but I took it anyway, and I either will leave despite dishonouring my contract for the first time, or I'll stay a little longer and try and achieve something else with the club. Again, that's your decision, it's not mine, so I'm not sure what I want to do, to be honest. So we'll tell these guys, get revenge, show these guys that you're not as good as us and we want that cup final position. So let's go, let's win this cup and start by actually making it to the final in the first place. But it's not going to be easy. Werder Bremen are a good team in themselves. So both teams share green primary coloured kits, but Werder Bremen get to wear it as our strip is generally white. So there you go, the early highlight, just providing passing entertainment. Goal kick from the goalkeeper, falling straight to Tribal, and Avila backwards to Diaz and Schmelzer. I really didn't want to play him, but we've no alternative really. He's been very poor this season as he's starting to grow old and pretty much not be the same player as he used to be. But here's John Schmid. Oh, Wisniewski off the post. Oh, great cross by Schmid in the first place, but Wisniewski really should have scored off the post and back into the keeper's hands after the rebound. What a unfortunate incident there, but so far so good. We've been in control of the game, but we have to stay calm. We can't go gung-ho because I don't trust my defence at the minute. But even though Ryan Shawcross is probably our most reliable man, he's back in the team after injury. Oh, mistake. Schmid. Avia's there, but not capitalised. Wisniewski not in his position as he was trying to help his teammate. So hard luck, but definitely advantage Wolfsburg. Schmid. Wisniewski. Oh, it's a rough tackle. I can understand his frustration, but it was borderline a clean tackle, but you have to give a caution for that. And Schmid in open space with his back to the goal. Diaz! Oh, great save. Very, very impressive reflex save there. And we move on now. 5 shots, 3 on target, much better than our previous form. Avia with a free kick to Ryan Shawcross, who will want to lift that cup come May, and it's out by that defender. I didn't see his name. Dieng is actually who I was referring to. Here's Wisniewski back to goal. Avia, Kramer, and Avia surging forward. There's John Schmid tackled, and the highlight ends on a whimper. So Werder Bremen yet to create anything. I think we've prioritised this game much more than they have. A beautiful 1-2, and Nyam is in space. Avia to Tom Tribal, and Kramer trying to help. Good ball to Nyam. Oh, it's another save by Mieltz in between the sticks. Diaz's corner cleared. Wisniewski and Shawcross backwards facing. Christoph Kramer deflected. John Schmid with the heart to get the ball with a very mediocre cross. Another chance gone begging. I need to try and pump the ball into the box for a bit. I don't want to go shoot on sight or fluid again because of my naivety in giving away free chances to opponents, and that's going out. A total failure of a highlight, to be honest, but Werder Bremen needs a bit of coverage, even though this is kind of my Wolfsburg team. Here's poor clearance actually. Dieng, good interception though. Schmelzer and Avia teaming up. Diaz and Avia continuing their 1-2. Schmid, Wisniewski, what a goal! He's done it again. Well, there was a bit of football tennis there. Diaz, Avia and Schmid all using their head to deliver the ball, and Kai Wisniewski has given up the goods again. But can we double our lead? Antonio Tribal. Oh, hard luck. Goal kick. Wolfsburg completely in command. We haven't played this well since the beginning of the season, if I'm honest. Matic to Berbig and Kramer from behind. That should be consistency and a yellow card. It's not actually. A bit of bias from the referee. That should have been a yellow in my opinion. And there's Lazaga putting the ball wide. Leclerc picking up the ball as he's starting to get a few games under his belt, as Gershbeck has turned from a god to a bit of a flop in his last few games. So no carelessness. I do not want complacency. We've been superb, but the complacency issue would definitely creep in if we don't get out all guns blazing in the second half. So Diaz claims the assist, and Kai Wisniewski scored the tap in, as the poacher supreme himself has. So he's so young, and yet he's constantly getting himself in those positions. Eder and Petrus have had their bright spells, but not in comparison to Wisniewski, and hopefully his goal will be expanded upon and we get our cup final place. Half-time score in the other game, Dortmund 3, Hanover 0. So it looks like Borussia Dortmund will await the winners of this tie. Now an Avia free kick, and that was really well placed, but I think the keeper knew where it was going, as it just had to be I think had to take it gently as opposed to power. But there you go, Tom Trybold nervous, and Schmelzer is as well. Werder Bremen yet to register a single shot on target. We might have to get rid of Trybold. He's starting to hit a little low point in his fitness, but we'll keep going just a little while longer. Sinovic to Holzhauser, Burbig and Holzhauser. Good header by Antonio, who's been out of form just like the rest of the defence in recent weeks. And that's a very cheeky pass. Trybold left it, and it's now Yale Diaz. And Diaz again, Avila getting his slide tackle spot on and stuck in. Oh, over the bar for a corner. John Schmid's shot was tame, but Sergio Antonio certainly was not. It's 2-0, double the advantage. What a nice goal by Antonio. And tragedy has now struck as John Schmid is injured. Oh, what cruelty. For God's sake, it could even be a debilitating injury here, as John Schmid has a 52% fitness rating. We've lots of tired players now. I think, we'll take off Avila for Kraus, and Bakali is on the right wing. Trybold, the unfortunate son there, he'll have to just defend and hopefully last a little longer than our friend Jonathan Schmid. So disaster in the right flank position, as our always dependable Frenchman has been taken off injured. Kai Wisniewski, I think, will give him the remainder of the game. Werder Bremen have not turned up. Any more goals? Yes, 4-1. We won't really matter, as we have to get revenge on Dortmund for their beating of us earlier in the season. And here's Teo to Burzbig, Simonovic with a terrible touch, and Niam plays it backwards. I think now will be a good time to make our final change. Just get it done really quickly. Dietwald for Trybold, and that'll do nicely. So well done, team. Just 10 more minutes and you'll have gotten Wolfsburg back onto the golden stage of German Cup football. I think it'll be probably the Allianz Arena. I'm not too sure where the German Cup finals played, but we'll enjoy the occasion if we get there. So well done one more time. I think Schmelzer's had his first good performance in a long time. He has, so well, get stuck in, my friend. He's got another throw in to take, or that's try ball, Kraus, try ball, Schmelzer. That was a teasing ball with his weak foot, and we've earned another throw in. Diaz couldn't reach the header. Schmelzer, Kraus just wide. Kraus hasn't quite had the goal scoring touch this season, but I don't really care. He's had a decent season for our other youth product. He certainly looked like the star, but Kai Wisniewski's taken that status off him, but he couldn't bring a bit of commentators commentator's dream there, scoring as he was mentioned. But there you go, 2 minutes stoppage time. Werder Bremen would do extremely well to score two goals in stoppage time, and this looks like the final hurrah. We are going to play Dortmund in the cup final, and there it is, the pitch invasion. Leclerc giving it socks, running from his goal line area. We've done it for the very first time. Wolfsburg are in the cup final, and we never won the Austrian Cup, but we did win the Turkish Cup, and now we have a chance to win the German Cup. So the trophy tour continues unabated. We want a 100% success rate for every country visited, but Borussia Dortmund, they have a reasonable history in this tournament. They've had to wait nearly 8 years for this chance when they beat Borussia Mönchengladbach in the Olympiastadion in Berlin. So that's my mystery solved. But yeah, Dortmund have won this tournament twice in the last decade, whereas Wolfsburg have not made the final since 1995. So magnificent work by the players, and hopefully I can take a bit of credit myself. But there you have it, a rare occasion. Wolfsburg have not made a final past 1995, so this is our big chance. Can we break the streak? Eat, sleep, end the losing streak, repeat. Is it going to apply in the virtual world as well as in the League of Ireland? Let's find out. It's a brilliant feeling. We were the better team, and it's the 14th of May. That's the one for the calendar to end the season, but we'll have 4 very difficult assignments to hopefully secure some continental football. But there you go. We'll conclude the episode right here, so I'll try and finish the season as best I can, and we'll have a nice live comm at the Olympiastadion in Berlin. So thank you very much for watching, and speak again soon. Bye bye.